anybody comes in. I hope my sound is okay because my computer is louder than I want it to be. Is my sound okay? You can understand me? My computer is a little louder than I want it to be right now. But I want to give it a try anyway. Yay, nay? Ding! Aha. Hey, David. Hey, Ashley. No, I do not want that. I don't like bees. I know they're essential, but I am scared of bees personally. And I will be scared of this hornet. Yes. I no pets for me. It's enough of a jump for me to feed them purposely, to have them keep coming around. That's as far as it's gonna go. But today I planned on going to, I don't even think we have any ice cube trays. We used to, but we don't need them to make ice cubes because we have an ice cube maker. So I don't even think we have any ice cube trays. So I'm probably going to go and get a couple of ice cube trays. And surprisingly enough, we have no sugar in the house because we don't put sugar in our coffee. We don't put sugar in, like my husband brews tea, but we don't put sugar in that either. So we have no sugar in the house. So I'm going to have to get some sugar. Hey, Kathleen. Gonna have to get some sugar, gonna have to get some ice cube trays, and that kind of thing so that I can start putting that out for the bees. But what are my plans for today? Well, I just told you that part. I'm gonna go to the store and maybe I'll stop in at Walmart and pick up those seeds that I was talking about earlier too. But I think I'll probably go to the Dollar Tree because the Dollar Tree I could get ice cube trays for $1 a piece, or cheaper. See about some of their pots. I can get some pots from there for gardening for cheap. Um, see what else is there. But I'll do that. And if I feel like it, I'll probably go to Walmart for the seeds. Make sure you stay safe. Yep, I always wear a mask when I go. Um, I wore a mask to work actually when I went yesterday to pick up roaches and hamster food. I needed hamster food, I needed roaches. Um, so I wore a mask when I went, and I'll wear a mask when I go back to work too. So just because things are reopening again does not mean that the the virus is absent. So I'll still be very careful. Hey Gemma, how you doing? But yeah, and I'll probably set up the trays of the sugar water for the bees further away from the house. I don't want them around so much that they're gonna be too close to my front door or anything like that. I want it far enough away from my front door that they're not gonna make it into the house because I will literally get chills from head to toe and like have anxiety when there's a bee in the house. Your poetry keeps getting flagged? How? Like, I would appeal that or whatever for sure because that's if it's original stuff for you, so you're not like um stealing anything. Yeah, on the 18th I have to start going back to work. They're going to put me back on the schedule. So, they already have this week and then that following week schedule made. So, I'm getting put on the one after that. Wow, I think at this point too, they have less people working. A lot of it is automated, and I think that's why that's happening more. Once more people are going to be back to work and actual people are going to be reviewing rather than the automation, it may get flagged less because a lot of live streams even are being taken down for violating terms of agreement or whatever, copyright claims and stuff like that when there are no copyright anything in the videos. So it happened to me the other day and I appealed it and they stuck my stream back up. But I think it's because a lot less people are actually reviewing things. It's all automated. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of bots, a lot of automation until they get people back to work. So I've seen like a little, just so you know, kind of a blurb um, that some videos will be taken down in error because they do have less people working. Hey, Mrs. Green Thumb. Probably going to take a little jaunt to the Dollar Tree and look for pots and ice cube trays because we have no ice cube trays because we have an automatic ice maker, so we never have a need for trays. But I'll pick up a couple of those and some sugar because surprisingly, like I said, we have no sugar in the house because we don't really use it. Um, we don't use it in our coffee or anything like that or in our tea that my husband makes. So I'm gonna have to pick up some sugar and some trays so that I can do that and set it up somewhere away from my front door or away from where I don't want bees getting into the house when I open the door. Oh, it's okay, David. Like I said, a lot of it is automated, so they do that. When my stream came down after 4 minutes and they said there was copyrighted material, I was like, how? There was a song from the audio library, and I literally was speaking for 4 minutes about nothing in particular. So I appealed it and then they put it back up. But it's just automated. Like things are going to get taken down in error, and we just have to let them know, hey. But I really didn't care that they put the stream back up because it was only 4 minutes. Like, but I don't want to get any strikes from it. but I got the email, your stream was taken down for blah blah blah, and I was like, well, why? Because I literally just talked and had a song playing that we are allowed to use. And I didn't get an email back, and then the next day I was like, oh, there's my there's my stream. Yeah, it's happening to a lot of people, I noticed. And it's not because you're actually doing anything wrong. It is just they're like there's not a real person reviewing it, so. And I wasn't able see, I was trying, David, to get back on after that, but every time I went back to the screen where I would start it, it would kept replaying my old one, and I wasn't able to start a new one. So that was why I never came back on. Hey, Southern Belle. It's a nice day again today. I'm going to put my tomato plants out because, well, right now it looks chilly unless I didn't. Nah, it's 48 right now, feels like 45. It's and sunny, so yeah, I can put them out. Yesterday I didn't put them out because with the wind chill it was in the 30s, and I was like, I'm not putting them out. So today I can put them out. And I'm happy that they perked up because when I first transplanted them, when you're digging them out of the soil and you're exposing the roots and stuff, they were all nice and perky before that, but when I dug them up and then put them in, they kind of went, Bleh. I was like, oh no, I killed them, but they've perked up since. You have marigolds? Yay! I'm waiting for, I got 2 kinds of marigolds in paper towel that I'm trying to germinate, so we'll see. I got dainty marigolds and dainty, and then the other one I can't remember. I wrote it down on the tape. David, why does Mrs. Green Thumbs, I was going to say Green Bum, why does Mrs. Green Thumbs butt hurt? What'd you do to her? And I'm still waiting for my sensitivity plant seeds to sprout. I soaked them for 24 hours as they recommended, and I've planted them now. And I just did it, I think, on the 29th. So I guess it makes sense that, I think it was the 29th. I guess it still makes sense that they haven't really popped through yet. I keep checking. But my carrots have sprouted. My peppers have sprouted. Some of my peppers have sprouted. So now I'm waiting on my marigolds, and then I got dahlias, and so I'm kind of disappointed though that I spent just as much money, if not more, on the dahlia seeds, and there were only 18 seeds. 18 seeds. And if they don't all sprout, then those are a ripoff. They'll be pretty though. Mrs. Greenbum. I'm just having fun and being cheeky to Mrs. Greenthumb. I didn't do anything. Well, she said her butt hurts, so you did something. Just from my observation, my tomato slices are doing better than my seeds. That's funny. Huh. I've got some tomatoes that are doing better than others. Like I got some that are super small, and then I've got ones that are like that tall, and I'm like, woo! Those were the ones that I transplanted because they were like getting caught on each other, and I thought there were 11 in the pot, so I was like, and it was only like that big around. I was like, you guys, I gotta separate you out. And I want to try potatoes, but you gotta you can from what I have read, you can use the potatoes from the grocery store so long as they are sprouting eyes. If they're not sprouting eyes, like Mrs. Greenthumb said, the chemicals on them kept them from doing that, and you're not gonna don't use those. Anything that has sprouted though, they probably didn't spray and you can use. So like I was watching another gardening channel and he actually just planted the other day in the rain of all times because he was like, I'm gonna do this anyway. So he's in the rain putting his little sprouted potatoes in the ground that his neighbor gave him. She was like, I've got sprouted potatoes, here you go. Being sitting down for 2 hours is why your butt hurts. Mine's gonna hurt because this is a wooden chair. It's not comfy at all. And I want to try, yeah, cucumbers. I want to try the smaller cucumbers that are good for pickling. I want to try and make pickles. I've never done it before in my life, but I want to try and do pickles. I don't actually like to eat cucumbers. I don't like the cucumber taste, but I like dill pickles and I want to try. I want to try. Yes, it was Skinny Boy. I was like, that's dedication. You're out here in the rain making a video for us. But and then I'm still really eager to get my Venus flytrap seeds. I wish they'd come sooner than later. They kind of need um from what I've been reading, I have to when I plant them, I'm going to put them in one of my spare fish tanks, a small fish tank, cover that up because it needs kind of like a greenhouse type um humidity type thing going on, it said. Um and then when they sprout, you can take them out of it. Um, and then you can, then it said water them with distilled water. I was like, okay. So I will give it a go. See what happens. Cucumbers and vinegar. See, I wouldn't, even if I couldn't manage to do the pickling of them, I know my rabbits like cucumbers. So, and that's why I'm growing a lot of the herbs I'm growing too, because they can eat those. They can eat, I've got cilantro growing, basil, dill. My parsley is, I'm still waiting on my parsley. Parsley, it takes a lot longer for parsley to germinate, I noticed. Yeah, terrarium type thing. Because my parsley hasn't sprouted yet and I planted them the same time as the others. What was I gonna say? Feed it spoiled meat. Bluck. Then I've been saving coffee grounds too because coffee grounds are good for the soil. It said it attracts worms. For outside anyway, in the outside outdoor garden, it attracts worms, the coffee grounds, and um helps aerate the soil. So use your used coffee grounds. Um, I have some actually in my little bin of worms. I put coffee grounds in there, and then some like pieces of banana peels to feed them and stuff. How come you don't see me? Because usually I stream when he's at work. He's at work. He's not here. That's why I usually, whenever I stream, it's always when he's not here. Um, because otherwise, when he's here, he kind of is disruptive. The TV is on. He keeps walking in. I've tried to do things before with the camera on, and he'll walk in, and I'm like, I'm doing something. So, shredded newspaper, most, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna blush. I don't know where all the animals are. Bella's not in. Did I leave my door open? Yes, I did. And nobody's in here. Nobody's in here. The dog's not in here. The cat's not. Is there a cat? I thought I heard a bell. Kitty, kitty. Hey, Chris. Kristen. How are you? Did any of you guys see Misha's last cooking video? It made me want to, I want to try it. I've never had collard greens, but she made it look good. I want to try it. That's the last of my coffee. Dang it. My audio is okay, right? Because my laptop is a little bit louder than I want it to be. And usually if it starts acting up, then my audio messes up. Hey, Bruce. But yeah, I still need to put my maters out. And I put little kebab skewers in them since they're getting taller. I put little kebab skewers in my cups so that they can, if they're getting, to the point where they want to lean too much, it'll hold them up. I did that mainly when they were wilty too. I was like, stand up, darn it. But now they're standing up all on their own. You use vinegar instead of sugar? Huh. Just does the vinegar instead of the sugar change the taste? Because the sugar would make it sweet. Hey, Linda. I can already tell my allergies, or I can feel the pressure right here. With your videos talking about God, do you read the Bible? I do when I do the morning ones. It's a devotional that I use. And I just do it all from my phone. But in the evening, I've been using, where is it? It's a book that I have, and I'm almost finished it. There's only a few. Where did the book go? Oh, yeah, right here. I've been using this book for the evening ones. So I've recorded all of them, so it's done, and I just got to put up the remainder ones. And then I got to figure out what else to do. But in the mornings, they're just short little devotionals. How's everybody doing this morning? Oh yeah, you should have seen the tarantula eat that roach. The roach was probably about yay big. Yay big. And I got 6 of them. So I threw them in, and they're running around. And I was like, I should set up my phone, set it on him, and we'll see what happens. Because I've never actually watched him catch anything, just once he's already had it. So I was like, I'll set it up. And I couldn't even, I barely had that thought out of my head. They're dubia roaches. But I barely had that thought out of my head. And he was down at the bottom of the tank, which is why I knew he was hungry. But all of a sudden he leapt off the side. He was like, bing! And he was like upside down, gripping something. And he was just laid there still for a little while. I'm like, are you still alive? So he just laid there for like 10 seconds. And I'm like, hello, are you alive? And then he turned over and he climbed back on the side, and he had a roach. So and then he spent the next couple of hours chowing down on it. It's really cool. It's gross, but it's really cool. I don't know though. I guess it would be test because the hornet has venom, but so does the tarantula. So who will kill who? Hey, Mr. J, how you doing? But yeah, it was really cool to see how quick, because normally when he walks around in the tank, he's really slow, but he just like bing, he's gonna get that roach. Yeah, I got roaches from the store for my tarantula yesterday, Mr. J, and he didn't waste any time grabbing up one of them to eat. I knew he was hungry because I was walking through the house doing something, and my husband goes, "I think your tarantula is hungry. He's didn't you say if he's down below, he's hungry?" And I looked, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, he's hungry." So I had to go and get hamster food from the store anyway, so I went and got hamster food, and while I was there, I asked if they had roaches, because last time they didn't have roaches. So I was like, do we have roaches? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, I would like 6 of them, please. Yeah, depending on how big they are. I mean, these roaches are smaller than he is, because he's still a young tarantula, so they're maybe a centimeter long. These roaches. He's the size right now where a large cricket and a large, it says it's a large roach, but he's only like a centimeter long or whatever. That's about the size that he can handle right now. Anything bigger, I don't know. He'd have his work cut out for him a little more. But it was super cool. I was like, whoo, because I didn't expect him to move so fast. Now, like this morning, he's way up at the top of the tank, so he's not hungry anymore. He's good. But the other roaches will chill in there for a good long time. So when I got a cat, so when he's hungry again, they're going to be there waiting for him. That's the benefit of the roaches to the crickets. The crickets will die too soon, but the roaches can stay in there for months, because I actually moved his dish that has his water in it, and a roach just went whoop, and I was like, I didn't even know we had any roaches in here still. The last time I put roaches in that tank was in December, and it was a tiny roach because it was originally for Persimmon, my frog, because he liked the roaches, but it was a tiny roach originally, and he's a large roach now. He's just been living in there for months. Yeah, when he goes to the bottom of the cage, because that's where he has to go down there to hunt for his food. Nope, he hasn't shed yet. He has not shed yet. Yep, using StreamYard. I figure the few times that I've been streaming, I'll have plenty, like I won't exceed the 20 hours. I like the banners and stuff. Well, it's yeah, I have a tarantula. It's a pink toe tarantula. It's a more docile of the species. So when I actually I've touched him. I haven't held him, but I've touched him. Um and it's not like he's eating any of the roaches in the house. I don't have roaches in the house, but I actually buy the roaches that he eats. He's eaten crickets and roaches, but the crickets die off too fast, and he won't eat them if they're dead. So I actually have to go in there from the last time he ate and pull out any of the dead crickets, because they're just gonna rot in there because he won't eat them. actually, that might be true. I actually didn't have a problem with it before because I used to stream like all the time, like only once a day, but it was like for a few hours every day with StreamYard, and that was how I ended up getting my 4K. So I didn't seem to really have any issue. I have to get them back now because I looked the other day and I dipped below 4K. Um, last time I looked, let me see, because I wasn't streaming very much at all, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get my hours back. Let me pull this up. I mean, I'm still working on my people, obviously, but I don't want to have to work on my hours again too. So, um, but now I gotta pull them back up again. Yee, come on. YouTube Studio. Cause yeah, I used to stream all the time with StreamYard, and I stopped when my computer started having issues, and then I was frequenting other streams more. Yeah, I'm still below 4K. I'm pulling it up a little bit since the other day, but right now it says 3,982, so I have dipped below. So I want to get those back up because at one point I had like 4,500. So I've noticed that my not streaming like I used to has hurt it. So boo. Boo hiss. Yeah, I can try that too. Try it without StreamYard and then try it with. It's a good idea. Edward Lee, hello, good morning. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Shadow, where'd you go? She's over here clawing at my chair and now she's missing. I lose a lot, so that's what, yeah. And that's what I need to try and do again now because I've dipped from not streaming. Hey, Doughboy. How do you keep your hours up? Well, like I said, I was streaming a lot before, like not multiple times a day, but I usually did it in the morning way back. I think it was usually around 10 o'clock, but now I'm trying not to run into anybody else. But so in a lot of ways that was part of why I wasn't streaming too, besides the fact that my camera wasn't working. I didn't want to run into anybody else, so it's been hard to find a good time. Uh-oh, the cats are gonna fight. It happens here too. But yeah, I need to start streaming more just because now my hours are dipping. I'm starting to notice. It's nighttime at your place. Where are you at, Edward? It's morning here. It's 11. I need my glasses. 11:03. But yeah, I don't want to have to work on both again. But I visited somebody's stream yesterday afternoon, and I had noticed that I lost a few people too. So I was at like 872, I think. But now I'm back up at 880. I'm at 881 now. So woohoo! Just need to keep them. Yeah, running playlists is always good too. I've run Sakuna's, I've run Wendy's, I've run John's, I've run Mrs. Green Thumbs, I've run Nana's, I've run somebody else. I can't remember now. But I'll open up different tabs and I'll run multiples at a time. Ooh, Hong Kong, nice. Well, welcome. but I need a new laptop because this one is, I'm happy that it's a, where do you go to check your hours? Okay. So you go into the YouTube Studio, click on your icon on your web on your desktop or whatever, go to YouTube Studio, and then on, I'm doing it as I tell you, it'll pull up the dashboard, your channel dashboard, and on the side it's going to say dashboard, videos, playlists, analytics, blah blah blah. You're going to scroll down there. It's going to continue. Okay, playlists, analytics, comments, subtitles, and then monetization, and you're going to click on that. And then down at the bottom it'll tell you how many subscribers you have and how many you need, and then I'll tell you how many public watch hours you have and how many you need. So mine says I have 881 subscribers and 3,982 public watch hours. So that's how you find that. Can you explain hours? Or why they are needed? I don't know what you mean necessarily. You need at least 4,000 hours. And you're going to get that from people watching your videos, watching your streams, and stuff. But it only keeps track of a consecutive 365 days. So that's why like mine have dropped, because after every day, the last, it's going to be 365 days, and the next day the one on the end drops off, and then the next day another one drops off. And so that's why you have to maintain them, because if you hit your 4K hours and then you don't do anything for anything new for anyone to watch, as each day drops off, your hours are going to drop. So okay, no problem, Mrs. Green Thumb. So every day that goes by, if you're not maintaining that and putting up new content, or people aren't watching what you've already have up, your hours are it's going every day. The end of this 365 drops off. Yes, you have to have the hours to get paid. So like, for instance, that's why Mrs. Green Thumb says she's trying to keep up her hours, because she is monetized. She's monetized in both of her channels, but if she doesn't maintain those hours and she drops below 4K, they're going to take that away from her. You have to stay above the 4K. So that's why it takes work. Yeah, and if you've got a lot of the same followers, Mr. J, then yeah, if they're used to going someplace and you go live at the same time, because you can't find another time, it's going to be a catch-22 on who you get coming to yours. That's why I try not to go live when I know someone else is. If we share the same, like if I see someone's live, I'm not going to go live. Like if I see somebody that's live that we share followers, I'm not going to go live too, because that's not, then I feel like I'm making those people choose where they go, and I don't want to hurt the other person. So I'll usually wait. Like this morning, Mrs. Green Thumb was on, so we share a lot of the same followers. So I waited until she was done before I came on. And then yeah, and sometimes sometimes you have no choice. I mean, if you're following a lot of people and a lot of people are streaming, sometimes you have no choice but to stream at the same time. But there are particular ones that I'm like, they're good. And then other ones that I'm like, I'm not going to go until this person's done. If that makes any sense. But yeah, my hours dropped, so I gotta get them back up. Anyway, hey Barry, how you doing? I'm starting to growl. My stomach's starting to growl. Had my coffee, now it's like food. Food, I want food. Where are all the animals? They've all abandoned me. With the exception of the caged ones, they can't abandon me. They're all in a different room. Bella? Shadow? Stage? Those are the ones I'm expecting to see. Because you're in here. Yeah, they're scared of you, Barry. I'm doing good this morning. It's a good morning. It's a good morning. I think I woke up between 8 and 8:30, and I was like, okay, let's face the day. When I'm done here, I'll put my mater plants outside. You have old lives up before the changes. Yeah. I was actually this morning I was thinking of grabbing Remy for the stream, but then I didn't do it. The last couple of mornings I had one of the rats with me. I didn't grab a rat this morning, but I thought about grabbing Remy and I didn't. Yesterday I had Drake with me for like the whole 2 hours he was sitting on me. He was just chilling back here for like 2 hours. You were watching Star Wars videos? Yesterday I didn't really feel great. I was like, I we had baked spaghetti for dinner, cheesy baked spaghetti, which was really good. But then I felt really like my stomach hurt, and I kept having to visit the bathroom, and just I was like, and I felt tired, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna. I went and laid in bed at like 8:30, I think. I was like, this is really early for me, but I didn't feel great. I'm good now. I had heartburn too because I forgot to take my meds the day before. And if I forget to take my meds the day before, then the next day I suffer for it. So I had heartburn too. And ugh. Now you just need new content. Yeah, that's why I figured I would try. That's why I changed my name, because I thought maybe I need to put in more than just what I've been doing. So now this way I can really put in anything. It's still going to be a prominently animals, but then I can put in other things too. Like I can go for a nature walk and record it, and I can garden and record it, and I can craft and record it, and just be, you know, get a array of people rather than just pet people, to see if that would maybe work. What's not good in a pandemic? Think I'm going to lose my company and I have to go. Oh no. Hey John, how you doing? I missed your I popped in on your stream yesterday closer to the end. I never said anything, but I popped in closer to the end, but I missed the whole cooking part. I was eating dinner and there was something else I was doing too. And I ended up missing what you were cooking. I didn't have any chili dogs, and I have chronic acid reflux or heartburn, so I have to take meds for it. And if I miss the med, I'll have heartburn the next day. It doesn't matter what I eat; I'll have heartburn the next day. Oh, not feeling well in a pandemic. Well, I knew it wasn't that. But yeah. So today I want to get my little plants, my little seedlings outside to enjoy the weather. And I got to get my husband to till up the ground for the outdoor garden. I can't do it. I'll hurt, like I'll severely hurt, like all in here and up to here. I'll hurt if I'm doing it. So I was like, got to put you to work, dear, because I can't. I can't do it. I tried. I was like, oh my gosh, if I continue to do this, I'm going to be out of commission for like a month. I won't be able to pick anything up. You're still in bed? Ba-ding! It's been nice to stream again. I've kind of missed it. And I was doing it for a while with OBS, or every now and then with OBS because my camera wasn't working. But then I decided, you know what, I'll pull out my old laptop that gives me fits and see if I can do it again. And so far, it's been not what's the word? It hasn't been giving me fits. So yay! But I still do have an external webcam that's supposed to be coming, who knows when, that I can use on the other laptop. So then I won't have to worry about, will my laptop work today? And I do want to start doing the pickle ones again. There's a few people that have really missed my pickle streams, and where it's just been a lot of fun. And it's fun for me too, because behind the scenes you don't see me, you just see the pickle. But I totally am sitting in my chair going, acting the fool. Like that's I prefer to do it when no one's home, because then they look at me like I've lost my mind, because I'm like, woo! But it's fun. Like here, I'll show you, because I'm actually using that particular camera right now. This is what it'd be. Hello. So just imagine while this pickle is moving around like she is, I'm looking like a fool. So let me move it back. But yeah, so I think that would be super fun to do that again, and doing some trivia and stuff like that. Like I've had before, always upload. And I have uploaded behind the scenes with the pickle too. Way back when I was doing it before, I set up my camera or my phone to record me doing the pickle, so you could see me actually going. But I've had my husband look at me and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I gotta animate this pickle. uh Oh, this laptop is old, and I think the fan is going out. So it'll run, or something's going on with it, and it'll run loud, and it doesn't matter if I restart it. I've tried, trust me. Bruce just downloaded the app for analytics, and he has real-time views of 98 and watch time of 2. Control views at 508. Awesome. Oh, I'm not an actor, trust me. I'm not an actor. Not an actor. That's why I prefer to do it when no one can see me. I'll stream when nobody's home because then I'm not self-conscious. Can't be an actor if you're self-conscious. Hey, Misha, you got up early? I enjoyed your cooking video that you uploaded. I gotta try it because I've never had collard greens. Gotta go and take my mom shopping. I will hit your like button on the way. Thank you, John. Enjoy your day. Wait, so the pickle is real? Yes, I'm a pickle in real life. This is my passion suit. If I unzipped it right now, I'd be a pickle. Ah, funny. Where are all the... Hey, Shadow. Yeah, everybody left me. Hi. Meow, you want to come say hi? Say hi. Say hi. She's like, put me down. You say hello. Hello. Ouch, don't claw. That's not nice. Okay, Kristen. I'll make sure to go and watch it. My cousin is a tomato. uh, yeah, so I want to start doing pickle videos. Pickle streams. It's a lot of fun for me because I'm sitting in my chair acting like a goof. I have so much fun. It's so much fun. Woo! And then I could totally be waving at you and you can't tell. I'm waving right now. You can't tell. You can't. And then I can go near, far. Oh, it's so much fun. So much fun. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. I've had people saying they want me to do the pickle again, so I'll have to. I actually have in my merch store, I have a pickle mug. It's Fun with Passion Pickle. Lisa 1111 said that she's been talking forever about getting that mug. Oh, goodness. My shirt matches, yeah. Oh, it's so much fun. And that pickle is like the yellow background is pickle juice. So I'm like floating around in pickle juice. Do the other foods? All right, let me see. We're gotta look for foods. All right. Oh, my stomach's growling. Look up foods. All right, so there's... Oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Food faces. Let's try food faces. That's not what I want either. Really? Let's try potato. Here we go. I'm a potato in the ground. I'm a potato in the ground. A dancing potato under the ground. We're talking, so I could be like, okay, I'm a potato today because we're talking about potatoes. I just haven't eaten breakfast yet. Let's see what else. You got to plant your potatoes. I need to get some sprouting potatoes so I can try. Let's see. I can do tomato. I think there's a tomato head. And there's a I'm a tomato. Apparently a floating tomato. You're the one that said do different foods. Here I am doing different foods and you're freaking out. Wonder how much I weigh. Will I win if I weigh this? If I weigh myself, I win. I guarantee it. If I weigh this tomato, I win. I look Veggie Tales. I look like a demented Bob the Tomato. Welcome back, MGT. Tomato. Yeah, you missed it. Here I am as a tomato, and I win the challenge because I guarantee you I weigh more than anybody. I weigh more than anybody. All right, let's see. And then there's the, I already did this one, but then there's the potato. I'm growing under the ground. And then I know there's a carrot. I think there's a carrot. It didn't work because I don't look like a carrot. All right, let's see. You don't work. All right. Oh, nope. Carrot. Come on, carrot. It's not cooperating. Okay, there's not a carrot. Let's try. I'm going to feel drunk watching myself now. This isn't a fruit, but it's still fun. Let's see. Hello? Hello? There I am. I'm a slice of bacon. Yum. I'm using Snap Camera. You look way better than a potato. You're still in two. You're still in bed too, Bruce? I can't do an Irish accent. I'm a sizzling. Look at my frying pan. I'm a sizzling piece of bacon. I look like a leg. What else? I know there's other food, but I can't. Okay, let's see. I wish there was more actual vegetables. I know there's pizza. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm thinking about pizza. Oh my god. Am I pizza? I'm pizza with an arm. Weird. Pizza with a body. That one's weird. All right. What does that have to do with pizza? I could be. And since I'm a pet channel, let's see. Oh, I got freckles too. Woof woof. Bow wow. There's cuter ones. What do I do with my eyes? All right. We're gonna look for Oh, here's an eggplant. Eggplant? Oh, I'm getting pelted with eggplants. Okay. How about this one? This is a... Hello? Hello? I'm a purple pineapple. All right. Scary purple pineapple. Let's see. Don't hawk up any hairballs in here. A banana. Here we go. Wow, that's scary. I'm a banana. A dancing banana. Ooh. You're gonna get pelted by the peel. This is so much fun. Mm. I'm kind of scary. I'm a kind of a scary banana too. All right. That's hard on my eyes to do that. Makes my eyes hurt. Yeah, lots of potassium. Oh, red lips. It could be a burger face with big lips. That's scary. I like these filters. They're fun. Let's see. um, what are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing here. All right. Bug-eyed. Bug-eyed. Hello? Are you gonna work? Oh, Lord. Oh, I look like I've got a party favor in my mouth. Me. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's go back to something normal. So yeah, you can have a lot of fun with Snap Camera. Oh, gee. But my favorite is the pickle. I think my all-time favorite is the pickle. Well, that was fun. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, I'm going to do my research on the murder hornets for tonight. I've already saved some information. I can't find the ones that actually do dog faces. Like, I didn't see any dog faces this time. No, they're not normal. Snap Camera is not for normal. Let's see. Then you can kind of change your background a little bit. Let's see. I can do... Oh, here's a duck face. Oh, that's... The duck doesn't move. It just grabs my mouth and my eyes. That's weird. I don't like that one. I look drunk. I look like a drunk duck. Okay. I could be a ruler. Hello, ruler. I'm a bendy ruler. I'm the king ruler, apparently. Where are all the dog faces? I'm ew, ew. Mrs. Green Thumb. Uh-oh, I'm a roach. I am a cockroach. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay, I'm having too much fun. Cockroach. I float, apparently. All right, let's get Mrs. Green Thumb probably fainted. Let's change it. Let's see. I'm changing it. I'm changing it. Okay, I'm changing it. No more roaches. What is that check mark above my head? Oh Lord. Why am I a face on a gorilla chest? Whoops. Whoops. Ah! I would have thought it would be up by the face, not on his boobs. Okay. That was weird. Um, okay. Teddy bears on my cheeks. Um, let's see. Now I'm cheeky. Okay. Let's see. Where are all the dogs? I'm disappointed. Where are all the cute puppy dogs? Oh, ooh, an eggplant. What? Wow. I'm like jiggly. A jiggly eggplant. I gotta. Wow. A headbanging eggplant. Every time I move, I jiggle a lot. All right. Where are the dogs? Pause. Why am I pausing? I'm looking for. I'm looking for. Oh my. Never once saw one so pliable. I'm creeping. I'm creeped out by this face of myself. I'm looking for the dogs. I can't find the dogs. Oh, I found cherry pie. Cherry pie. Cherry pie. I don't know where the dogs are, and that's ooh, I'm a cheese puff. Cheese puff with a very big mouth, apparently. I'm having way too much fun, probably boring you. Wow, who's my friend? What you mean? I gotta sneeze. Ew. Okay. Where are the dogs? Peach? No, those are peaches on the cheeks. Oh, the Goonies. Well, I watched the Goonies yesterday. I did. Uh, Here we go. Let's try that one. Oh. He doesn't have very good facial expressions. I can only move him around. There's a dog. It looks like a bulldog or something. I got lots of arms. A bulldog that I laugh my head off when I find it because I can make the funniest expressions. Bulldog. Well, let's see. This one? Hello? 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 Are you not working? Apparently not working. Where is the dog? Bulldog. No, these ones don't work. There was one. Why don't you work? Okay, see, that's weird. That's wrong. Look at my little eyes and my mouth on the face. That's not what I'm looking for. You can look at that for a second, though, because I'm sorry, I gotta pee. Be right back. You can look at the cute little pug. Okay, that's better. Oh, all right. I can't find. Let's see. I don't know why I can't find any dog faces anymore. Because the one was cute. Oh, I had to get rid of the coffee. Where are the dogs? That makes me sad. The dog was so funny. Oh, this is a better pineapple. There we go. That's a better pineapple than that purple one. Pineapple on the beach. But I don't know why I can't find dogs. That's just wrong. Took away my dogs. How about this, though? Weird. All right. Anywho, well, that was fun. Probably get off in about 15 minutes because that'll make it an hour and a half. And then I can eat something, put my maters out, put them outside so that they can enjoy the sun. Looks like a suction cup. It was supposed to be a pig, but there's a hummingbird one too. That's really good. It's a creepy looking hummingbird though. Let's see if I can find the hummingbird. Hummingbird. Are you still here, hummingbird? He is. There he is. Hummingbird. Hello, hummingbird. There he is. I'm a weird looking, and I could stretch that neck out. Near, far. I'm a hummingbird. I hope Em isn't watching. She's going to beat me up after the live. Why? Why is she going to beat you up? Why? I actually look like a hummingbird with a stinger on my face. Don't I? It looks like a stinger instead of a beak. Yeah, when I stretch it out. Oh, goodness. So much fun. What's this one? What's this one? Come on. Look. Well, that's cute. It's just I'm way. Why am I pink? Why are my eyes pink? I look possessed. Well, there's a cute hummingbird on top of my head. I like that it's mission conservation though. Okay. Why are you going to bed so late? I saw that you uploaded that video like super, super late though. Oh, Barry, that was not nice. Yeah, the little plant. I want to try doing lavender too. I still want to get some milkweed, although I don't think I'm going to do it this year because by the time I get it planted, it's going to be way into the season already because you're supposed to do a stratification process first. And like you either plant them in the ground in the fall and then they go through the cold months to stratify to go through that process, to go through the stratification process. They'll lay dormant in the cold when you put them out in the fall, and then in the spring they'll bloom or they'll grow, germinate and all of that. That's what I read. If you want to plant, if you want to do them before they go through that process, then you have to go through the process in the fridge for like a month and a half. So I'd get the seeds, I'd have to put them in the fridge and soil for like a month and a half, and then take them out to germinate them, which then it takes so long for them to germinate. And then, yeah, by then, so I might just wait and do them later. I don't know. But I want to try lavender because I love the smell of lavender anyway. But what else did I want to try? I don't remember. I don't want to overwhelm myself though, because if I overwhelm myself and get discouraged, then I'm gonna like give it all up, and I don't want to. What kind? What milkweed? I think it was the most common one. I can't remember. I know there are different kinds. Whatever I looked up on Amazon. Let me see. Um. Whoops, that's not Amazon. Okay. Okay. Did I save it? I think I saved it. My lists. Yeah. Common milkweed seeds, so it just says they're common. Attract monarch butterflies to your garden. Non-GMO heirloom seeds. Full instructions for planting. course, this one now says it's unavailable, so I'd have to find another one. There's sunset flower milkweed, bee feed, wild. Oh, well, that's different. Yeah, so this particular one I wanted, but now they're not available apparently. Where's the instructions? Okay. Milkweed is a kind of plant / flower that attracts monarch butterflies very. So what I looked up for planting milkweed, I'm like hitting all the wrong buttons. Yeah, maybe planting milkweed from seeds. Milkweed seed can be planted directly in soil or started indoors. You can sow milkweed seeds by scattering them on the soil surface 1/4 to 1/2 inch apart and then cover them with about 1/4 inch of additional soil. Water the area frequently after planting until plants become established. But how to germinate and grow milkweed seeds, that's where I learned about the stratification. Follow our instructions for starting milkweed from seed, including common milkweed, swamp milkweed, and whatever that one is. Milkweed are a host plant for monarch butterflies. The leaves of milkweed plants are the sole food for monarch caterpillars, and the nectar-rich plants are an essential food source for adult butterflies. The monarch butterfly population has declined a whopping 90% over the past decade due to the loss of meadows and habitat. Plant milkweed in your gardens to help support these amazing North American butterflies. Yep, that's why I want to do flowers too, because I want to attract those things and feed them. And milkweed seeds require cold stratification. What does that mean? Yeah, because I was like, that was my question when I heard about stratification. I'm like, what the heck is that? What does that mean? In the wild, milkweed plants scatter their seeds quite late in the season at a time when the coming cold would kill any seedlings that germinated right away. However, the seeds of milkweed and other late season flower plants are cleverly programmed to delay germination until after they've been exposed to winter's cold, followed by gradually rising temperatures in springtime. This adaptation is known as stratification. Cold stratification helps to break the seed's natural dormancy cycle. Exposure to winter temperatures helps soften or crack the seed's hard outer casings. Without prolonged exposure to cold temperatures, your milkweed seed is unlikely to sprout. In most areas, when you plant seeds outside in fall, seeds can go through the cold stratification process naturally. If you are planting seed outside, we suggest seeding in late fall, which is what I might do, so that milkweed seeds can lay on the ground through the winter. This will give your milkweed seed a long winter of dormancy. Once the sun comes out and the ground is warm in the spring, the seeds will germinate on their own. In warm zones without winter frost, or if you are starting your seeds in spring, you can cold stratify seeds in your fridge. At home, cold stratification summary: put your milkweed seed in a damp paper towel or some damp soil inside a zipper bag and place in your fridge for like a month and a half. Label your seeds and be sure to choose a low traffic place inside your fridge where they won't get damaged. And then when you're ready to plant them, you plant them and blah, 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 blah. Can take cold stratified milkweed seeds to germinate and sprout within 10 to 15 days after planting. So milkweed needs lots of sun and warmth to grow. Remember, from stratification time in the fridge to first sprouts can take 40+ days. it says. So it it's 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 going to end up being a process. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Barry, you picking on Misha? Don't pick on Misha. Hi, Shadow. Oh, big yawn. Hi, Shadow. All right, 5 more minutes and then I'll get off and eat something. So yeah, the milkweed is going to be more challenging, and I've been looking for a lot of things that are simpler so that I don't get frustrated or discouraged, but there are certain things that I want to definitely still try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But don't know unless you try. Hey, Lisa. I was just talking about starting to try and feed honeybees like you do. Do you just do sugar water, or do you add anything else in it? Because I actually read that although sugar water, they'll eat it, it's more of a junk food than a healthy food. But they'll still eat it, and it's still fine. But you can actually add like essential oils in it too, like whatever that to make it healthy. Yeah, I come and join with you to get food. Just sugar water. What I read said that that's more like a junk food. Unless you put like I looked up healthy. Um, I mean, not that that's a bad. I mean, it'll still work. But I looked up healthy honey bee food. Um, where it says, let's see, la da 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 da. Where did it go? I saw recipes. I'm gonna find it. Recipe number 1 says five. Well, this is if you're making a big batch, I guess. 5 cups of water, 2.5 pounds of white granulated sugar, an eighth of a teaspoon of lecithin granules used as an emulsifier, 15 drops of spearmint oil, and 15 drops of lemongrass oil. Is supposed to be healthy. Recipe number 2, 10 drops of spear. What are you doing? 10 drops of spearmint essential oil, 10 drops of lemongrass essential oil, 5 drops of eucalyptus essential oil, 5 drops of tea tree essential oil, a quarter teaspoon of the lecithin granules, and 2 cups of hot water. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. But yeah, so I mean, you can make it healthier with the essential oils. It says lecithin is a fat and can leave a residue on your blender because you're blending it together. So it said, we advise using common sense and not using your good blender for it. Pick up a used one or whatever, or a cheap one to blend all that together. But yeah, I want to start putting some sugar water and stuff out because now, especially, they're endangered anyway, honeybees, and now we've got the murder hornets. So I want to do something to help keep them around. Barry. Leave it to me to give them junk food. That's funny. Oh. But hey, they like it. Who doesn't like junk food? They're still eating. Expect you to remember what the recipe? You can look it up. I just looked up healthy recipes for honeybees. Oh, my allergies messing with me. I could feel it. Before I felt it up here, now I feel it in here. Ah. Ugh. I don't want to leave before Lisa comes back because she just came in and I said I was leaving at an hour and a half and now she said, be right back. I don't want to just disappear on her, but I need to eat some food. My pepper, yeah, I started peppers and I think I overwatered my little cups because they haven't sprouted, but I do have some that I put peppers in a bigger container, multiples, and a few of them have sprouted already. So I got peppers that started. My carrots are sprouting. So yeah, my peppers have started. A lot of them germinated and then I put them in the soil and I think I overwatered the little cups. So they haven't like popped out. Which is fine, whatever. I have a bigger container. I've got some that have poked through and are sprouting. You would be one of those substitutes, Lisa. You know what? What do you mean? This is the best live streams I have. What do you mean substitute? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? I think Shadow's lost her marbles. Shadow? She's back there chasing invisible things that expects us to learn from a substitute till we rebel. But yeah, I think after I put my tomatoes out and stuff, I'll take a little trip to the dollar store and get a couple of ice cube trays and see if they've got some nice pots there. Yeah, see, she's lost her marbles. She's running around like she's loopy. Loopy Shadow. Oh, you got your dogs back? You got your dogs back? Yay! I'm going to be starting back to work on the 18th. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want to. I don't want to. They're going to put me back on the schedule for the week of the 18th. She's running from herself. That's entirely possible. But yeah, I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree and I'm going to get a couple of ice cube trays because we have none. Because we have an ice cube maker, so we've never had any use for trays. So I'm gonna get myself a couple of trays and some sugar because we have no sugar in the house, believe it or not. So some sugar, some ice cube trays. Do you just use regular tap water or do you use distilled? I read that distilled should be used, but tap water's still okay, right? You think? Come on, Barry, use your brain. Exercise those brain muscles. Use Brita water, so you're filtering it. So distilled water probably is better than the tap then, because I don't have a Brita. I used to have a Brita. I don't know what happened to it. So I'll probably use distilled water then. I have some distilled water because I give it to the hermit crabs. Or boil, then yeah. Maybe I'll do that too. I have distilled water because the crabs use that for drinking. But yeah. And I wonder, no, that's salt. I was gonna say I have salt water. No, it's supposed to be sugar water, not salt water. Duh. I have salt water too because I got distilled water for the crabs to drink and salt water for the crabs to soak in. But salt water won't work for the bees. Sugar, sugar. It's got to be sugar. So yeah, I'm gonna pick those things up and then look in their little garden area in the Dollar Tree and see what I can grab. Some pots and stuff. I'm starting to save like the empty butter containers and stuff. I'm like, I could totally use that. Don't throw it away. I've been away from school too long. It shrunk. You should have still been learning at home though. A little homeschooling. Your brain's a little prune. You're funny. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I can totally boil some water, cool it naturally, and then put it in one of my empty milk jugs and label it bee water. I've got my distilled water for my crabs. I've got regular water that I put in a milk jug and I pierce the lid so that I have like a watering can that just lightly sprinkles. And then I can put the boiled water in a container and put bees on it. I'll have all these jugs, water jugs, all labeled for different uses. Sounds good to me. Works for me. I put popcorn. I put popcorn kernels in the popcorn tray to prevent drowning. It thickens with time and gets stuck. Ah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. And it said if you make it too thin, what I read is that they got to work harder to get the sugar. So you want it to kind of be like a syrupy type mix, but because it'll be easier for them to get the sugar, I read. But yeah, I could see them getting stuck too. So do you fill up the little ice cube things? Like, do you put enough kernels in there that they can stand on it? Like, and the sugar water goes all in between it? Is that what you do? Fresh out of Cool Ranch Doritos and cherry Pepsi. Like, you don't just put a few in there, you put the enough that it's like all the way up to the top so they can stand on it. Yeah. Okay. I can do that too. Fill it and then pour the mixture in. That makes sense. But I did read that the mixture shouldn't be too thin. I read 2 parts sugar, 1 part water is what I read, because then it's going to be thicker. Because then if it's too thin, it said they got to work harder to get the sugar. If it's mostly water, it's not as. We had a Zoom meeting last Wednesday for one class. I didn't know. Oh, huh. So yeah, I don't want to do it too thin, but I don't want to do it too thick. I'm gonna have to get a soupy mix because it's gonna have to be able to go through the kernels too. Hmm. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And then I could go um record them sometimes and try and get over my anxiety being close to them. I also put little straws and plastic knives on top as safety piers. That's cute. They need docks. That's cute. Maybe do they know how to use Zoom? Because I'm not even real read up on how to use Zoom. I don't really know too much about Zoom, so how can not a lot of teenagers are going to know? But yeah, I got inspired by you feeding the bees because, especially now with the murder hornets that are going to make it even worse. They're already endangered, and now these murder hornets are going to make it even worse. I'm like, I want to do my part. Like, I thought about beekeeping, with having the hives and doing the actual beekeeping. But when those hornets are actually going into those hives and like decimating the whole hive, I don't think that's necessarily helpful. I want to um, take care of what's already out there. If I have a hive, then I've got a target for these murder hornets, because they'll go in there and decimate the whole hive. And I don't want to do that. They said that they will totally invade the honeybee hive and rip off their heads. They will rip off their heads, kill them all, destroy the hive. They won't necessarily destroy it to the point of not being able to use it, because they will take it over as theirs. Um, but um, there have been reports of them ripping off the heads and taking the bodies of the honeybees back to their hives to feed their young. But then they'll actually take over that hive as their own. And they're like huge, huge bees. The killer bees that never came. Well, the murder hornets have been spotted, so I don't know. Hey, we'll yeah. So I just want to be cautious and take care of the bees that we have. Yeah, I don't want to be too, because they're not gonna. They don't target people. They're dangerous to people too, but they're not targeting people. They're targeting honeybees. They're only going to harm humans if they feel threatened, just like any other bee. But they're gonna hurt more. Oh, I almost got my thumb stuck in my chair. Saddle them up and ride those bad boys. Yeah, because they're like 2 inches long. They're huge. Salmon cakes. It'd be like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids riding the bee. Blah. It says it's the real name besides murder hornet. The real name is Asian giant hornet. The Asian giant hornet. It reminds me of, like, I saw a meme on Facebook that said, okay, so at this stage in the Hunger Games, because we've had the pandemic, in this stage of the Hunger Games, they are now releasing the Tracker Jackers. I was like, that's good. I like it. Because apparently their sting is pretty painful too, because their stinger is pretty big. And they got pretty potent venom. Axe murdering giant killer mad bees. Ah, that's funny. Ew, salmon? Bruce, you don't like salmon? My son loves salmon. It's his favorite fish. His favorite fish is salmon. Oh, I'm gonna have to take something for my allergies. It's starting to feel like somebody's sitting on my face. No salmon? Oh, my son loves salmon. Every time we go somewhere where the restaurant has salmon, he'll get the salmon. I like perch, and I used to work at a fish place that was primarily a fish place, and they had pollock, Alaskan pollock, really good fish. Get off of Passion's face. Uh, why, Barry? Hi, Shadow. Hi, Shadow. What's he doing? Sam, it is, and that's probably why he's so much smarter than me because he eats more salmon than I do. He's a smart kid. The fish place that I worked at had cod too. They had cod, tuna, I think they had salmon, Alaskan pollock. Um, I said cod, and they had catfish. But their best seller was the Alaskan pollock. Linda's back. Yeah, good brain food fish. Ian also, my son Ian, he's also eaten octopus. I haven't. He says he really, it's either octopus or squid he had. I can't remember. I think it was octopus. And I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. And I like shrimp, but it's got to be cooked a certain way too. Oven fish sticks, those are a little less healthy, but I like fish sticks, yes. The breaded fish. Octopus is yummy. Well, and like I don't like oysters. Anything that's not cooked and is slimy, yuck. But I did try a cooked oyster before where the meat of the oyster was actually cooked. And I couldn't I it's not that it necessarily tasted bad. It tasted fishy, but the more you chew it, the the texture was getting to me, and then just the fact that I knew it was an oyster, I couldn't. Nope. Bleh, bleh. Yeah. Nope. And I wouldn't be able to do snails. No. The texture would get me. Can't do it. That's what I felt like because we went to a Chinese buffet and my stepdaughter got the little mussels or the like oyster whatever on the shells, and it that's what it looked like basically was a pile of snot, and she was like, it's disgusting, disgusting. I have tried frog legs at the Chinese buffet. The same Chinese buffet, they had frog legs. I didn't really care for the seasoning that they put on it because they put on some sort of a seasoning. um I didn't really care for that too much part, but otherwise the frog leg, I have to get past the fact that they really do look like frog legs. But bleh. And that's what my son won't try the frog legs. It looks like frog legs, and it's because it is frog legs, but he wouldn't try it. But yet I'm like, you eat octopus tentacles. Why can't you eat a frog leg? Ew, possum soup. That doesn't sound appealing to me at all. No possum soup. I just think of frog legs as baby chicken legs. Hi, Shadow. She's falling asleep. Are you falling asleep? Hi. And now it makes me want to go to the Chinese buffet. I usually load up my plate with mushrooms because they got like full, like not even chopped up mushrooms, that are cooked and they're in like a broth or whatever. They're really good. Um, the sweet and sour chicken, teriyaki chicken. What else do I get? If there's frog legs, I'll try that. Get the crab rangoon. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. No, I won't eat squirrel. Although I've never had squirrel, so I can't say that I wouldn't like it, but I think it's just getting past the idea of what it is. Huh. Mustard green soup. French onion soup. Yes, I do like French onion soup. And I'm not a fan of onions. Rat tartare. Not my rat. You'll get 5 plates of food before you even sit down. Ooh, yes, I like wonton soup. Yep. Yeah, they need to put more of those noodles in though. I feel like you're shorted, you get mostly broth. It reminds me of that Ghostbusters with the girls in it. I You're giving me wonton soup and I got one freaking wonton. I want more. Maybe with a good garlic bread. Oh, but see, my sweet and sour chicken does not make it till the next day, Barry. I will eat it. Oh, bear in Alaska? Huh. My stepchildren, before I knew them and my husband, they had gone to some place where they were cooking out, and the kids were like, "Oh, this is really good." They were eating it, and then they found out later it was pig testicles. They were eating pig testicles. They were like, "Ah!" But they actually liked it before they knew what it was. Apparently, they taste really good, but if I knew what it was, I wouldn't even try it. The Roadkill Cafe. Ew, ew. Seal eyes? Ew. Well, you guys are curing my hunger now. Gross. Blech. It's a burger joint? Hmm. Roadkill Cafe. Hmm. Well, now I'm coming up on the 2 hour mark, but that's okay. It's all good. I can use the hours. We will lose weight, gosh darn it, right? Yep. Well, now that I've lost my appetite. No. Seal eye Seal eyes taste like gummy bears. Wow. Trying to wipe that out of my head. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, good morning. Even though it's afternoon, you want to pop your head in and say hello? Or are you undecent? indecent. He might pop in when he comes out of the bathroom. You pop your head. Hello. Say hello. That's my kid, Mr. Ian. You need to grow a tomato. No, I don't. Skunk stew? Ew. Does it have like a, I don't know. You know how you smell something really strong and you can practically taste it? I wonder if that taste is in the stew. Never tried rattlesnake either. Never tried snake. What? Some things just don't sound appetizing to me at all. Ugh, my nose is itchy. Sounds like we're making a new menu for the Beverly Hillbillies. That's funny. I'll have to ask my husband if he had to eat snake. He was in the Air Force. I'll have to ask him if he ever had to eat snake. Never tried kangaroo meat. I don't think they even have that around here because we don't have kangaroos. I'd have to get it shipped over, but I don't know if they even have kangaroo meat in the US. Barry, you said, so Ian, were you wanting to say something to him? Skunks smell like coffee. They don't smell anything like coffee. What you talking about? Coffee and skunk smell nothing alike. Yeah, I didn't think so. It'd probably be pretty expensive to get kangaroo meat shipped over here. We'd have to literally take a trip to Australia in order to partake in kangaroo meat. You don't like coffee? See, I don't like coffee on its own. I can't do black. I can't do cream and sugar, like regular cream and sugar. I have to do a flavored creamer. So I'll do French vanilla creamer, but my favorite is the mocha creamers because it disguises the taste. I don't like coffee plain. Blech. I love the smell of coffee. I've always loved the smell of coffee. I used to brew it just to smell it and then dump it down the drain. But now I'll actually drink coffee so long as I have like a mocha type of creamer in it. That wouldn't shock me. They'll eat anything on Fear Factor. Live roaches. Those hissing Madagascar cockroaches that are like that big. Ugh, my head. All right, guys. Well, we have hit 2 hours, and I am going to jump off of here, take something for my allergies, eat, and then probably run to the Dollar Tree and see what I can find there, what goodies I can find there. But yeah, and then I'll probably be back around, not going live or anything, but you'll probably see me somewhere. So I am going to end this here. I feel like I'm starting like karate when I'm gonna end this here. And I will talk with you guys later. I had a lot of fun. Bye.